A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Welcome back to Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. Today is not Friday. It's Friday. Today is Erev Shabbos, and it is a short Erev Shabbos. We have officially entered the winter months. Big thank you to our series sponsor of Turn Fridays Erev Shabbos, Mendy and Tipor, Fishman, and Schus Chai Rav Kamasi for a Fredel, in memory of Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, of Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh. Thank you so much for your generosity. Here comes that siren. Better get ready. It's time to turn this Friday into Erev Shabbos. We're going to dive right back into our Bayam Derachacha, beautiful teachings of Rav Meyer Morgenstern on Erev Shabbos. But I want to share with you a little something beautiful that I heard. My friend Eitan Westin said, how do we begin Kabbalah Shabbos with the words Lechu Neranana? Lechu is from like Lech, go. You're not going to experience Shabbos when you sit still. You're not going to experience Shabbos when you're passive and stationary. You got to get into Shabbos. Lechu, go make Shabbos, prepare Shabbos, get ready for Shabbos. Lechu, like last week's Parsha, Lech Lecha, Lechu Niranana. One has to invest themselves and engage themselves and be active themselves and get ready. Beyond the we're up to Mahi Ha'achana. What is that preparation? How do we get ready? So number one, Ha'achana Ba'ofen Ma'asi, the first thing Rav Meyer taught us is Lachin Tzarche Shabbos B'Pol Mamish. We ended last week with this. You got to get ready. You don't shop, you don't cook, you don't set the table, you don't lay out your clothing. You're not going to be ready. You're not going to tap into the beauty of Shabbos. Number two, there's a whole world of the Torah of Shabbos. You know, many of us think that Shabbos is really all about, when we engage learning about Shabbos, what do we think about? Lamites Malachos. Can do and can't do. What is all of that list? But Rav Meyer reminds us there's a whole world and a whole Torah. There's a whole area of literacy. There's a whole area of Torah literature about Shabbos. That's not about the do's and don'ts. It's not about the laws and restrictions, but it's about the beauty and the depth. It's about the panemius. Learn about Shabbos. Mesachas Shabbos, v'hilchos Shabbos. V'kamochen lahamik lahavin is panemius or HaShabbos. We're living in a time we're so blessed. There are more books and svarim like the one we're learning, B'yam Derachacha on Shabbos by Rav Meyer and others, which are opening up a world. They're giving us a vocabulary. They're giving us an entrance. They're giving us the instruments and the tools. They're creating the platform to really observe Shabbos. To not think of Shabbos as what I can do and can't do. To not think of Shabbos as restrictions or limitations, but to think of Shabbos as opportunity and invitation. From the many minhagim and customs and understanding why we do what we do, how to cut the challah, how many times to dip it in salt, what we wear on Shabbos and at our Shabbos table, to think of a curriculum for conversations, thought-provoking questions and divrei Torah and insights, songs and games and reading. There's so much more to Shabbos than those laws. Those laws are there to reinforce the experience, but not to be in place of the experience. But how are you going to get the experience if you don't know what you're looking to get, if you don't know what it looks like, if you've never been there before? And that's where we have the richness of learning about Shabbos. You know, we Jews in Yiddishkeit, we don't think of a Shabbos. This isn't just Stam Shabbos. This is Shabbos Parshas Vayera. Why do we think of the Shabbos as Shabbos Parshas Vayera? It's not just Shabbos based on the date in November or based on the date of Cheshvan. It's identified and associated with the Parsha of that Shabbos. Why? Because even though we read the Parsha every year, even though we review that cycle each and every year annually, but each year we're different, the world is different, and what we see and what we take from and how that Parsha is speaking to us, is illuminating the path, is offering us perspective and clarity in this world is different every year. So it's not just Stam Shabbos. Not every week is the same Shabbos over and over and over again. This is Shabbos Parshas Vayera. And it's different than Shabbos Parshas Vayera Tavshin Pei Beis last year. And it's different than Shabbos Parshas Vayera will be next year. This is Shabbos Parshas Vayera Tavshin Pei Gimel. Who are we? What's happening in the world? What's happening in our family? And what do we see in this Parsha? What's in this Parsha this week that's speaking to us? Which Nisayon, which test of Avram Avinu, which Akedah are we going through? Or which positive experience, which bris are we making and gifts are we getting? What is going on in our lives? What are we laughing about? Because we didn't expect it to happen, like Sarah and Avram are all of a sudden rewarded with this daven so many years. How does Parshas Vayera speak to you this year? But you can't see the world through the lens of the Parsha if you don't learn the Parsha. So aside of being a halachic obligation, an imperative, Shnai Mikra ve'echad Targum, we're supposed to learn the Parsha each and every week so that we can understand it, know it, be inspired and informed by it. But also, it is the way that we interpret the world around us. and the conversations that happen at our Shabbos table. It is the way we experience the Shabbos. It's not Shabbos. Shabbos Parshas Vayera. How do we experience it? How do we understand it? What will we take from it? Parshas HaShavua Tamun Ora Shel Oso Shabbos. In the Parsha is hidden the light of that Shabbos. So suggestion number 2, what is the Hachana? How do we get ready? How do we turn Friday into Erev Shabbos? Says Rav Meir, is you got to learn about Shabbos. You can learn the halachas of Shabbos. You can learn the Mesechus Shabbos. You can learn the Shulchan Aruch Seifim on Shabbos. You can learn incredible Rabbi book or the Art Scroll books or countless other books about the laws of Shabbos, but also dive into the pnimius, the depth of Shabbos, whether it's Rav Pinkus or Rav Meir or countless others who talk to us and elevate us. I'll give you one example, one vort. It's a vort. Rav Avram Shor brought it down last week. A Heilige insight by the holy Rupshitzer. The Rupshitzer says the following. He says in the word Shabbos itself, the name for this day, what is the name for the 7th day of the week? What is the name for the day that we rest? It's called Shabbos. And how is it punctuated? So the Holy Rupshitzer writes, Hashin nakud bepatach, Shabbos tzoik al ha'adam, Shah, sheyishtok. How do you begin to pronounce the word Shabbos? How you begin to experience Shabbos? With the shin, with the patach underneath it, Shah. You know how you say Shabbos and you know how you experience Shabbos? When you begin with Shah, when you quiet your mind, and you quiet your technology, and you quiet the pace of life, and you quiet the need to conquer and to advance and to progress, and when you quiet all the stimulants around us, when you enter a place of peace and serenity and tranquility, Shabbos begins with Shah. Shah, just quiet, just be, just exist, just serene. Shabbos is Shah. He brings, it's brought down in the Sefer Imre Yehuda, L'nechto. Maybe Dabarzeh most of Shalachin Ochlen Dagim b'Shabbos. His grandson says that's why we eat fish on Shabbos. Kihem Ka'alei Chayim HaYechidim She'ein Lahem Kol. They're the Balei Chayim. They are the singular and the one species of creation that doesn't have a voice. Fish. Okay, someone's going to send me an email. I'm sure you could Google fish somehow, send sonic waves under the water or something like that. We don't hear fish speaking to one another. Fish are the epitome. They represent Shah. Now that doesn't mean in our Shabbos table or on Shabbos we take a vow of silence, that we don't talk or sing or laugh or daven. We do. That is Shabbos. Shabbos table is a platform to talk, to sing, to share, to laugh. We do, but we do it from a place of Shabbos, of silence, of quiet, of serenity, of peace. And that's the fish. We eat fish. We have a minhag to eat fish because they are experiencing, the fish are the ones who give us Shabbos, the Shah, the quiet. The quiet. Ze avoda. This is our avoda. That what? Psuchahu v'daber davar. She'daber is dvar Hashem v'yasak b'torah tefillah b'Shabbos. We're Shah. We silence. We're not doing business deals. We're not exchanging business. It's not about business. Not about sports. Not about the stock market. It's not about politics. Not about machlokas. Shah, bus, Shah. We're silencing all that. Like the fish, we're quieting down. And what are we? V'daber davar. What are the sounds? Dibur Shabbos, what we talk about on Shabbos has to be different, categorically different than the way we speak during the week. If someone were to record or eavesdrop or overhear what we're talking about on Shabbos, they should say, I don't recognize this person from what they talk about during the week. We have entirely different vocabulary, different manner of speech. We have different topics of speech. We speak differently, serene, calm, peaceful. Shabbos, Shah, the Rupshitzer. So that's one simple example here from the Heilige B'yam Derachecha. Rav Meir doesn't bring this vort. This is the Rupshitzer, but it's an example. Learn about Shabbos. The number 2 way to get ready for Shabbos, the preparation we make for Shabbos, know the Parsha, experience Shabbos through the prism and the lens of that Parsha, but dive into and learn the pnimius, the depth of what Shabbos is really all about. Connect to what Shabbos is really all about. Number 3, Lahishto or HaShabbos. V'yoreres atzma machshava hargashas halev litzapos la'or hashchina hakadosha hamizgala b'Shabbos kodesh. Sometimes we're frantically running, we're chaotically preparing, set the table, clean the floor, set the lights. We have so much to do. Do we take a pause? Do we breathe? Do we bring in the light and do we breathe out the darkness? Do we breathe out the toxicity? Do we breathe out the poison? Do we breathe out the failure? Do we breathe out the disappointment? Do we breathe out the betrayal? Do we breathe out the disloyalty? Do we breathe out the darkness? And breathe in serene, peace, calm, and we put on our Pnei Shabbos and the Kabbalah. So a person has to mentally get ready, physically get ready, intellectually get ready, and then emotionally, spiritually get ready. V'yispalal az it. Levakish l'schan l'fnei bor l'zakus l'or Shabbos karoi. Daven to Hashem. Hashem, please help me get ready. Hashem, please help me prepare. Hashem, put me in a place of mind. Hashem, create the atmosphere and environment so that our tefillah should be about as we get ready for Shabbos. So these were 3 suggestions. There are more. We'll pick up Mir Hashem with it next week. With our new time, hopefully everyone is ready early and on time, turning our Friday into Erev Shabbos. Until next time, if you're not yet signed up for our Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos, to know the shir schedule, to get bonus content about Shabbos, and to inspire each other, go to rabbiefremgoldberg.org/WhatsApp. You could sign up for all our WhatsApp groups for every shir, for bonus information, content, shir schedule, rabbiefremgoldberg.org/WhatsApp. Sign up for all of those. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay holy, have a fantastic Shabbos. Kavod Shabbos Kodesh. Kavod Shabbos Kodesh. Have a fantastic Shabbos, everyone.